I found an exploit that allows you to hunt a monster spawn point twice. But beware, doing this exploit can get you banned. So do it at your own risk. So let me explain how this exploit works. Now we all know that in Monster Hunter Now, there are multiple monster spawn points on the map. Once you complete a hunt, these spawn points will disappear and they will only reset once every 3 hours. The monsters that will appear on your screen will depend on your progression in the story. Complete all the story quests and you will have unlocked all the monsters. So normally, every hunter will encounter the same set of monster spawns at any given time. Niantic designed the system to only allow hunters to hunt monster spawn points once. That means if you've already hunted down a specific monster and your friend goes to share the same monster, the invite won't appear on your screen. The paintball system is the same. You cannot hunt a paintball monster if you've already hunted it down. The system will just show an error and the hunt will not begin. If you and your friends have the same monster paintballed, you can only hunt it once. And after the hunt, the paintballed monster will disappear from everyone's list. So Niantic was very careful when they made this system. They have parameters in place to really limit each hunt to only one. So how do you even do this double hunt exploit? Well, what if I told you that there is a way to cheat the system and have a completely different set of monster spawns? So back in December, Monster Hunter Now got its first big update, and we got some new monsters, namely Banbaro, Radoban, and Barioth. To unlock them, you need to complete a series of urgent quests. After completing their respective urgent quests, only then will they start to appear on the map. But what happens if you don't complete their urgent quests? If you intentionally do not complete the last urgent quest, which is the Barioth quest, Barioth will not spawn on your map and you will have a different set of monster spawns. Not all monster spawns will be different, but some will, and those are what you want to look out for. For example, the account that has Barioth unlocked will have a Barioth spawn and a Rathalos spawn on the map, while the other account spawned a Tobi Kadachi and an Azure Rathalos instead. Take note that the 8-star Rathalos shares the same spawn point as the Azure Rathalos. The interesting thing is, you can share the Azure Rathalos spawn from one account to the other, and that's where the magic happens. When I completed the Azure Rathalos hunt that was shared, the 8-star Rathalos spawn did not disappear, and I could share it to the other account as well. Hence, doubling the hunts you can do from a single spawn point. The key thing here is that the spawns must be different. So to do this exploit, you will need two accounts. Your main account that has all the monsters unlocked, and a second account that doesn't have Barioth unlocked. Let's take a look at another example. Here we have a Gyros and a Banbaro sharing the same spawn point. After hunting the Gyros, the Banbaro spawn point in the other account did not disappear, and I was able to share it to the other account as well and hunt it down. Again, doubling the hunts I was able to do from a single spawn point. Now this exploit was very useful during events. During the Rathalos weekend event, my main account did not have a lot of Azure Rathalos spawns. But when I checked the second account, to my surprise, it had more Azure Rathalos spawns. So I shared those spawns to my main account and I was able to hunt down 2 to 3 extra Azure Rathalos. Not bad. But doubling hunts is not the only benefit of having a second lower leveled account. Currently, I'm struggling against the harder 8-star monsters. And whenever they spawn on the map, I would usually just avoid them. But now, having access to a second account which spawns lower star difficulty monsters, Rather than skip over them, I would share the lower star version from the second account to my main account and still be able to hunt them down for more rewards. So for some context, I discovered this exploit completely by accident. I was simply borrowing my cousin's account since he stopped playing when Huntathons got released. The new feature turned him off from playing and I was left to be a solo player struggling against Zinogre. So I asked him if I could pilot his account whenever I do Huntathons to, get some extra firepower. By then, his account just unlocked 7-star monsters and he did not complete the urgent Barioth quest just yet. So whenever I would open his account to do Huntathons, I would notice that the monster spawns on his account would be different from my account. And of course, the logical next step is to investigate further. And that's when I discovered this exploit. Now this double hunt exploit is great and all, but I have to warn you guys that doing this exploit might get you banned. Because according to Niantics Terms of Service or TOS, using multiple accounts for the same service and sharing accounts is considered cheating. Now this isn't the first time that this has happened to a Niantic game. Using multiple accounts in Pokemon Go was kind of the norm in certain countries. And Mystic7 has a fantastic video where he talks about Niantic's TOS and the things that can get you banned. He explained that using multiple accounts or sharing accounts in Pokemon Go can be unfair. Some players would share their accounts to a friend traveling to or living in another country to capture some region-exclusive Pokemon. And Pokemon Go has a PvP feature like gym battles, and by using multiple accounts, you can take down a gym so much faster when compared to a regular person just using one account. But for Monster Hunter Now, I feel like using multiple accounts is in kind of a gray area. For one, we don't have any region-exclusive monsters like Pokemon Go, and we don't have any PvP features like gym battles, so using multiple accounts doesn't really hurt anybody. In fact, it actually helps Monster Hunter Now's much smaller player base. As a solo player, completing the more difficult Huntathons are now possible with the help from the extra firepower I get from multiple accounts. That means if I want to do more Huntathons, now I have to buy 2 tickets, which means more money for you, Niantic. But yes, I understand that not completing the Barioth quest is not how you guys intended the game to be played. So yes, you might still get banned if you do this exploit. Now, do I suggest you guys do this double hunt exploit? No, mainly because you might get banned. I discovered this exploit purely by accident and I just wanted to share my discoveries with you guys and possibly bring this to the attention of Niantic. Plus, starting a second account purely from scratch just to do this exploit is too much of a hassle. You need to complete the story and unlock 6-star monsters to make this exploit worth it. And using 2 accounts at the same time is very difficult, since this game is never in sync. One account will always have a delay and you will just end up getting hit more often. If you really want to do this double hunt exploit, then there is a way to do it without violating Niantic's Terms of Service. All you need is a buddy willing enough to not complete the final urgent quest when the next big update drops this spring, which will for sure add new monsters. Your buddy will still have access to the new monsters through you, but you always have to be together and you will be the one sharing the new monsters to them. For Niantic, there are some things they can learn from this exploit. Now, one of the main benefits of having a lower leveled second account is having the option to hunt a lower star monster spawn. When a difficult 8-star monster would spawn in my map, I would usually just avoid it, rather than waste potions trying to hunt it down. With a second account that spawns lower star difficulty monsters, I can share those monsters and still be able to hunt them down and get rewards. My suggestion is, what if Niantic could add the option where players can lower the difficulty of the monster? So rather than just skipping over the difficult monsters, we can choose to lower their difficulty and still hunt them down for parts. Just a small suggestion for you, Niantic. So yes, this double hunt exploit has its benefits, but it can get you banned. So if you don't want to risk getting banned but still want a way to double the rewards you can get, be sure to check out this video right here where I show you the legal way to double your rewards after each hunt. A way that doesn't violate Niantic's TOS. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.